Hello everyone, welcome to Thoughts on Education by Collegedunia. Today we have with us Professor Abhay Kumar. Professor Abhay Kumar is Vice-Chancellor at Pratap University. He has a total work experience of more than 39 years. He has been an entrepreneur for 3 years and worked in the industry for over 16 years as senior manager. However, he has keen interest in the field of marketing management, strategy, business for day. He has more than 20 years of experience in teaching and research. He has a good number of research papers published to his credit. He was nominated as WES Ambassador, Higher Education for 15th World Education Summit Mumbai. He was also a member advisory board of Lexicon Management Institute of Leadership and Management, Pune. He was also awarded Outstanding Contribution by VC to Education Sector by SHM. Professor Abhay Kumar has actively promoted institutional branding during his career and has been instrumental in successfully introducing the concept of mentorship at the institutional level in the past. So before further ado, let's begin with the interview. Sir, you have held the key positions at various education institutes in your career. So what are the key factors that keep you connected with this education sector?
At the outset, I would extend my sincere thanks to Collegedunia for giving me the opportunity today to express my views. In fact, my opinion is that the factors which make you connect to the education sector is being connected to the students, to the faculty members, to the parents, and to the environment.
Right.
Even being in the industry for over 16 years earlier, I used to interact with students and mentor them. The same thing I felt when I came to the education sector, that connect with the student is the most important aspect. And therefore, I personally have been mentoring, counseling and connecting with my students. Any education institution must also have proper connect with the environment where it exists, with the locals around, with the faculty members who are an integral part of the institution. And this is how I feel that education sector and connect should go.
Right. So being the Vice-Chancellor of Pratap University, how would you define your leadership? What is your philosophy of it?
Well, that's a very pertinent question you have asked. My leadership style is collaborative. I believe in teamwork, and what I usually do is I always empower my faculty members and deans and HODs, because without empowerment you can't hold anyone accountable. Therefore, once you empower them, then the performance of the faculty members, the deans and the HODs rises to a level which is quite unexpected. And this I have been witnessing at Pratap University. So, I work as a team member, but of course, being the Vice-Chancellor, I have to lead from the front. Thank you.
From both your answers, sir, I understand that relationships are very important in the education sector, being it with the students, being it with the teachers. So, sir, the next question I would like to ask you is that how Pratap University brings practical approach in the learning for the students?
Well, again, a very important aspect we have dwelt upon. Any academics which is imparted to the students, wherever it may be across the globe, the students must be given a practical approach to the same.
Right.
For that, the connect with the industry is of utmost importance.
Right.
Either you go to the industry or bring them to your organization. Either way. What we have been doing is that we have been approaching the industry, and the most important thing which we have done at Pratap University is that we have put in place a system of mentorship.
Okay.
I personally am a very big proponent of the age-old Guru Shishya Parampara which existed in ancient India.
Right.
It is not only teaching on the whiteboard which is required. A faculty member must be guru, guide and mentor to the students concerned. And that is how things are going to change. We have a new education policy which has come after 34 long years in the country.
Right.
And that also emphasizes on skilling the students. Therefore, my personal viewpoint always has been that we may be having some biological children of our own, but the importance lies in looking after and mentoring the extended family.
Right.
That is how I believe.
So, sir, you mentioned about the new education policy which our government of India has recently launched. So, I would also like to know your views about that.
Well, I am very positive about the new education policy because, it has two facets. One is school education, the other is higher education.
Right.
When we talk of school education, we see that the 10+2 system has been modified into 5+3 plus 3 plus 4.
Right.
And children in the age group of even 3 to 6 have been brought into the school system. It is very well an established fact that this age group is most important for the development of the mental faculty of the child. Therefore, the government has done the right thing in my opinion. Moreover, in terms of higher education, say most of the concerned bodies would be brought under one umbrella, that is HECI. This also would create a better environment in terms of governance for the government. There are so many things. We are looking after research. The multiple entry and exit policy is also of utmost importance. Students who used to study for a year or so and would go back because either of lack of money or because they would like to go in for a job would not be able to complete the course. They would lose all the investment they have done.
Right.
Now they can leave the course, they can come back after a year or two, continue it.
Right.
Second, there are so many other subjects which the students' interest and passion governs them to undertake, but they cannot till now because maybe a science student cannot go in for a music class, for a sports say course. So all these things have come as a very good gesture on the part of the government. But the most important thing I feel would be everything is fine, but the implementation part has to be cautiously approached.
Of course.
So the implementation is not only the government's responsibility and accountability.
Right.
It has to be taken up by the faculty, the students, the higher education institutions, the industry, the people in general. Everyone has to come together.
Right.
This is what I think.
So it's about the overall development of a student and also about the responsibility of the government also and of the institutes also. Right. So moving on to our next question, I would like to know that what is Pratap University doing for students from different economic backgrounds?
Yeah, in fact, I'll tell you, a student, in my opinion, does not have any economic background. He doesn't have any race, any religion, any creed, any color.
Right.
All students are equal for me and for my institution when they are here.
Right.
The environment given to them is based on the fact that each student is equal and we have to cater to their welfare. We have to cater to the overall development of the student, the holistic development which we term as, and how would it be done? It would be done if we give them inputs which would not only help them build a good career but also make them good human beings.
Right. So, sir, the students of Pratap University, if I would ask you a question to advise the students, what valuable advice would you like to give them?
Well, I always feel that I tell my students at least two things. One is believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself and then only can you achieve anything. This I have learned because I also had a mentor long back when I was in school and university.
Right.
Second, pursue your interest and passion. There is one word in Hindi, bedcha. Please don't do that. That means if a neighbor of yours is pursuing a particular course, please don't go ahead and pursue that course. First, go to your parents, your mentors, your counselors, your teachers and find out the way forward of how to pursue the interest and passion in you. India is not what it was 40 years before. Now there are so many opportunities available that the student can go ahead and pursue any course of his or her choice. India being the youngest country in the world with the average age being 27 and more than 60 crore of the population being below the age of 25 years. This is the point when we can either leverage the demographic dividend or of course we have to be very cautious in how we go ahead and in our approach.
Right. So, sir, moving on to the last question of this interview. I would like to ask that, do you have any extracurricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of students, right? To expose them to the real world challenges?
Of course, Pratap University, which I must say is located in very serene surroundings with lush green lawns,
Right.
sports facilities, including volleyball, basketball, and everything. We have a mega event in terms of a techno-cultural festival every year by the name of Sifalri. Of course, this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we postponed it.
Right.
But we have been pursuing it every year, in which all the universities across come and participate. Then we have volunteering activities, NSS camps. There's so many things, clubs in which the students take part. So our belief is that a healthy mind and a healthy body go together.
Right.
And that for the holistic development of the student, it is not only academics which is of importance. Of course, it is important because knowledge has to be gained by the student if he has to go in for a career. And but the most important fact otherwise would be that the student must also excel in other areas for an overall development of his or her personality.
Right. So, thank you for your valuable words, sir. I hope this interview reaches to maximum students and they also gain your insights, and it helps many students worldwide.
Thank you so much. My sincere thanks once again to Collegedunia.
Thank you.